Hi,
Hi.
welcome to our 39 questions. Are you ready?
Yes.
Can you greet us in Korean?
안녕하세요. 제 이름은 김연서입니다. 만나서 반가워요.
Wow, where are you right now?
I'm in my lab in downtown Durham right now. So this is a shared lab where our section is from here to the next 3 aisles. When I'm doing my lab work, it's mostly cloning, expressing proteins, and purifying them.
So what project are you working on right now?
So currently I'm working on developing de novo binders for GDH enzyme in E. coli for metabolic engineering purpose. So these are actually some of the candidates that I screened and extracted from the models and the in silico screening.
Are you working with anyone on this, or is it an independent?
It's kind of independent, partially independent, but also if this actually works out and if this actually turns up to inhibit the enzymes that we're targeting, it's going to be used in another lab member's paper project. And also the pipeline that I had established may be used for like future projects if anyone ever needs like to develop another inhibitor of some sort. I think like since the results are so tangible and you can like actually see if this is working or not like right away, I think in that aspect it's kind of sometimes rewarding, sometimes stressful, kind of exciting, but at the same time you actually get to like see and build like real things that is going to be applied to somewhere or that is gonna make some results that you can see with your eyes. I think in that perspective it's very interesting.
So how long have you been at Duke?
I've been in that for a year and a half right now, and I'm on my final semester for graduation.
Oh wow, so close to graduating.
Yeah.
So why'd you pick Duke?
At first I wasn't very familiar with Duke actually, but I googled like top BME schools in the US, and Duke always popped up, so I applied and got in. That's how I got here.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So what major are you?
I'm in Biomedical Engineering department, Masters of Science program. Like here, you with engineering.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Was there a specific industry experience or professional who defined your journey?
I would say there was this very interesting course that I took. It was called Invention to Application. So that dealt with the overall process of how the invention in the lab can get to the marketplace, and every step and every like logistics, even the law, things related to the laws or things related to like FDAs. We would learn everything about that, and the professor himself was also a venture capitalist. So hearing from him in his own words how this whole area works was very interesting and very eye-opening.
What would you say was the biggest bug you saw once you were on?
That would be that I literally had zero anything. Like I had zero connection, no phone number, no bank account. I couldn't Uber from the airport to my place. So yeah, that would be my biggest bug that I encountered here.
And who would you say made you feel most at home here?
That would be the friends that I always used to hang out with before they graduated before me. So they were the friends that I met on the first day of orientation. We were literally sitting like right next to each other, not knowing who each other is. But yeah, we started the conversation that we would go like on a hot pot trip the exam days or like start of the semesters or end of the semesters. We'd always hang out and study together. Yeah, they were the ones that made sure that I feel home, and I miss them.
Sounds like a nice community. What's your favorite professor at Duke?
That would be, first of all, my PI, Dr. Mike Lynch, who guided me throughout almost the full span of this program. Another would be Emma Corey, Professor Emma Corey. She taught me so much, and not only in her lecture, but also in her passion for her field, and her whole attitude towards what she does and how she loves what she does.
Have you explored your other professional passions here?
There's this AI hackathon that Duke provides, which is also very beginner friendly. So that was pretty much my first encounter to this whole field. And I learned that the dynamics within this field and also all the talented people made me want to stay in that field.
And what would you like to do outside of work?
I have a lot of creative hobbies such as crocheting, knitting, leathercraft, designing, pretty much everything that creates anything. And also I have a church community in Raleigh where a lot of international students like me get together and make this place a second home for us.
Wow. What kind of life are you trying to build for yourself now?
Now I am trying to build a life where I can learn how to enjoy the very little things in my life, such as the very basic day-to-day routines, the small interactions with people, and one day spread that joy and happiness to others.
That's very important. If you could tell your first day self anything, what would you say?
I would say to have fun and make room for mistakes, because that is the way you grow.
Yeah, I think we all need that reminder sometimes. And finally, if Duke were a function, what would it return?
It would return autonomy for me because Duke is a place where it provides this environment that forgives mistakes and makes room for you to take your time to recover it. That whole environment led me to actually explore the fields that I want to try out new things and build my own path. So I would say autonomy is what Duke returns.
Very cool. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for inviting me.